What up, everyone? We're back tonight for another live episode of Tender Talk. So, would love to know how we are doing this evening. Yes, I know it's a bit late, so let's just give everyone a few minutes. My appointment before this ran a lot longer than what I previously thought it would. But nevertheless, we are here now, back for another episode of Tender Talk Live. So let me just get a few minutes and we'll get this all shared up and we'll go from there. Scott, how are you, buddy? How's things? Give me one sec, guys. All right. Yes, the holiday was good, and we did get stuck in the cyclone. But we are back now. It is a second Tender Talk. The holiday was good. So it ended up being a double long holiday. We went to go for 5. We ended up going for 10. So now I look back at it, I'm actually thankful that we got the extra time away. So thank you for the cyclone, even though it was a pretty scary experience when it did happen. But we're back now. Everything's good. So, thanks for joining me tonight. Guys, tonight's episode of Tender Talk, what I want to talk about is sensor lights. Now, I know it's a bit late, and we didn't get on the usual time, so we'll give a little bit of extra time for people to come on. But if you have anything to talk about sensor lights, actually, Scott, there you go. Actually, I know you're a Spahaki, so this will be right up your alley. What I wanted to do is just have a quick touch on sensor lights, where you can put them in your house and how they might help you. These are the small things and tips that I want to help you along the way to try and, make living in your new home just that little bit easier. So, guys, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Do say hello. Also, if you find that any other the videos that we've done, any of the past Tender Talks, Simone TV, anything that we've actually put out there, if you found that helpful, then I'd love a like or even hit that share button. I'd love for you to hit that share button so we can, build the community, build everyone and grow in that's coming to join us on a Tender Talk Live on our Tuesday nights. So, sensor lights. Now, the way I wanted to talk about sensor lights is first I want to talk about exactly what a sensor light is. So it's pretty self-explanatory, is that when it picks up or detects any motion, it actually turns the lights on. And then when it doesn't, and there's no other motion happening, it'll stay on, turn itself off after around a set time. So, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute or, depending on whatever time you set it for. The most common place that I would think you'd want to put a sensor light first would be in the garage. Now, this is going to be, your ultimate place where you're driving in at night and you can't always get to the light as easily. So having a sensor light in the garage is definitely my first place I would definitely be putting a sensor light. So, guys, if you have sensor lights in your house or you have any ideas or any other places where you think you can put sensor lights, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter in the comments below as well too. So for the guys who just joined us, definitely love for you to tell me where you're from. We are talking about sensor lights and how you can use them in your new home. And, whether or not they're going to be, just that little bit of an added thing to your home. And they're very inexpensive, cost-effective things that you can actually put in. So the first thing we covered was your garage. Now moving on to the next thing, walk-in pantry is another one as well too. It also depends on the size of your walk-in pantry. There you go, Scott. We said walk-in pantry at the same time. So that great mind thinks alike. So yes, definitely walk-in pantry was my second one I was going to say. If your pantry if you're lucky to have a quite a large pantry, then definitely yes, a walk-in pantry would be definitely where I have one. Once again, to moving in and out with all your not your furniture, sorry, all your different your foods. Definitely a good place in a walk-in pantry. And then Scott had another one idea, the front door, definitely. So you could even have sensor lights at the front of your house. And this is also as a safety precaution as well too. Sometimes I do recommend that when I have them on my own home, I did actually, you can have the sensor light on, you can have the light on, you can have them completely off, because sometimes the sensor may go off at night a couple of times. Sometimes wind can make them go off, or animals running across the front. So the front one is a bit of a one where you got to think about it. It's all good. It's good when you have you're going to have guests over, parties like that. You can definitely have your sensor light one in. Kamalish, yes, at the side gate is definitely a good place to have it as well too. So any of these ones that you're thinking of are great. Where you think you're going to be needing access. Not necessarily, you may have your hands full, or just places that you access a lot every day, and you may forget to, number one, turn the lights off. Number one, I find it hard to turn them on. So that's the main few types of reasons. So, some people think, no one turned the lights off, so we'll put a sensor light on so it actually turns itself off. That's right. So the ones you have at the front and rear door, do you find it more for when people are coming to your house, and you can they pick up the people, sensor light, safety, they can see where they got to go. That's Carmish, that's exactly what I reckon. It's a really good idea, front and side door. So, you give your people, you can have the darkness of your home, but then when people do rock up, they definitely get to put the sensor lights on, so they can see it as well too. So a lot of new viewers coming on now. Thank you for joining me for Tender Talk Live. We are talking about sensor lights. If it is your first time here, or even if not, I'd love for you to say hello in the comments below. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Even if it's your first time watching, I'd love to know. If it is your first time watching, let me know. I do appreciate your time coming here. So we are talking about sensor lights and where to put them. So we talked about putting them in your garage, first of all, then in your walk-in pantry, and then in your front or rear external doors that you have. As safety precaution, the main reason for outside, safety precaution, you can definitely see where you're going at night too. Now, another place that I potentially would put a sensor light would be in a walk-in robe. Now, once again, same with your walk-in pantry, it does depend on how big your robe is. Now, most of the time you may not have a door on your walk-in robe if it's big enough, if it's in your master bedroom. But you may have a door there. Now, on your walk-in robe, definitely is a place to put it. Now, you got to think you're going to be in and out of this place quite frequently, with the bathroom being there. Us guys might be out of there a lot quicker, maybe not. Just saying. But and another reason why it's also good as well too. It's a place where you probably forget to turn the light off a lot as well too. And this is what I want people to remember too. It's also very helpful when you need to turn the light off. That's true. We can definitely have a lot of keys, and it's very funny how you'd be surprised where all these keys actually come from. So yeah, that's it. Helping you find your keys is actually a great way to use sensor lights. So guys, a lot of new people jumping in, joining us for Tender Talk tonight. We are talking about sensor lights, and if you are just joining us for the first time, I would definitely love to know, where you're from, what you're up to. And do you know anyone that wants to know about sensor lights? Tag them right now. If you know someone who's interested in talking about sensor lights, or you think they would find this topic interesting, tag them or share this post. Let's get all these guys watching and learning about sensor lights, because not only I have good helpful tips, you guys there have some good helpful tips that other people will definitely find helpful and useful when they're constructing their new home. So guys, just want to give it a quick recap for the guys that are joining us as we go. We're talking about sensor lights in your garage, sensor lights in your walk-in pantries, your front and rear external doors, and the last one I talked about was your walk-in robe, and we talked about pantries as well too. Now, I think there could potentially be the last spot I would probably maybe want to put one is in the laundry. This one, again, is a bit of a personal preference. If you feel like you'd like a sensor in your laundry, this is up to you as well too. But I think the one in the laundry would more maybe be for forgetting to turn the lights off. That's what you need to remember as well too. It's a really good idea for getting to turn the lights off. I wouldn't be going to put them in big open areas like living room, lounge rooms, and certain places like that. Maybe another spot you may potentially want to have them is like your outside laundry doors. Places that you don't go often, but you may have clothes to be going to hang outside, anything like that. So yeah, guys, I'd love to know, where else have you put your sensor lights? Have you put them anywhere that we haven't covered tonight? I'd love to know where you put them in the comments below, and definitely give this one a like or a share if you know anyone interested in this. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Sorry for being a bit late on tonight's Tender Talk, but I did hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've got a lot of helpful information there. Also put them. Yep, Scott, I like that one. Top of the bottom of the stairs at leg height. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, especially when you have young kids. I suppose a lot of this sort of stuff like that does help around staircases when you have young children around. Having those extra lights, because sometimes I may get up at night and walk around, and that actually leads us on probably another individual topic of lights that are actually feature lights, but they actually can help with young children and stuff like that as well too. So definitely another topic for another night. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in for another episode of Tender Talk. Hope you got some helpful tips. In the comments below, anything else you want to cover about sensor lights, we can have a chat. If you know anyone, definitely tag them and give this post a bit of a share so we can start building this community every Tuesday night. New topic. If not, eventually you guys can bring the topic. I don't even have to set the topic. I'm happy to talk about whatever you want. And guys, feel free, if you do want to talk about something that's not in the title, I'm definitely happy to take any of your questions or help you out with anything that you do want help with. And even if I don't know, I will definitely tell you, and I'll do my best to find out the answer. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on tonight's episode of Tender Talk Live. Sensor lights, I'll see you here, same times, 8 o'clock next Tuesday night. Actually, it is Easter, so enjoy your Easter with your family. Actually, I did a very special Easter episode of Simone TV, so you can actually head over to YouTube, and you can definitely watch that episode. That's right, Easter eggs, guys. So definitely. There you go, guys. I changed it up. Top 5 tips to where to hide your Easter eggs. So if you want to go check out that Easter special, it's on our Simone Homes Facebook page, or search Simone Media on YouTube and check it out, and have a happy and safe Easter and spend plenty of time with your family. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.